Hey everyone, most of you who follow me by now know I make large mosaic wood quilts, but I wanted to try a painted barn quilt, and I tried my own with no rhyme nor reason. I just got to painting, and as you can see, it's a disaster. So I ordered a pattern, which I'll share with you later, and I'm going to try the professional way. So follow along. So the first step is pretty straightforward. You just need to paint your board, and although I didn't show it here, the first coat was light, so I put 2 coats on it. The directions now say I need to build a grid, so I'm going to use a T-square to make sure I get it really even, and depending on the pattern, the complexity, I've noticed it's typically like a 4x4 grid, 6x6, 8x8. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm going to get started. So basically I took my square board and I took my ruler and I divided it in quarters. And then I went further down and divided those quarters into many, many small boxes. I will say that. So if you might be hard to pick up on camera, but you can kind of see here my grid I have going. So next I took out a smaller ruler, and following that pattern, I'm taking all of these squares and I'm dividing them down, basically making a bunch of little triangles in certain areas of my grid, just following that pattern. But I did hit a speed bump, which I'll talk about next. Okay, so I got most of the grid set. You can see it's quite intricate. I'm gonna be honest, there's a couple quadrants here I kind of got a little lost in. And I'm just having trouble, honestly, because I think I picked a pattern that's too hard for me for my first time. So I decided I'm gonna tape off the pieces that I know will be red and just get those taped, because then I can narrow my eye in on what's left and it will probably make more sense to me. So hopefully this will work. So I'm starting to tape now, and based on my pattern, I know I'm just taping off these very large pieces, the largest pieces of the pattern, and I'm going to paint those so again I can narrow my eye down to that problem I was having in the middle at the end. I just think it will be easier for me since it's my first one. So one thing I realized doing this is when I do the wood mosaics, I have all the wood cut and painted and I just arrange it however I want. With the barn quilt, there's definitely a technique in taping and painting and waiting and starting it all over again. So I'm starting my painting now, and if you're a maker, you probably recognize that green tape, but if you don't, it's called frog tape, and that is supposed to give you the cleanest lines when you lift that tape up at the end without any bleeds. So I have my first layer of paint on, and I already found something that I would change next time. So if you can see here, you can see my pencil lines coming up, and unless I come back and lay this paint on really thick, those are going to show through. So when you tape off your pattern, the first thing I'd recommend is erasing your pencil marks. Okay, so I took that frog tape off when the paint was slightly wet. If you don't know, that's a nice way to get a crisp line, is when it's just about dry, not quite dry. So I taped off the second quadrant and I'm painting all of these out now after that first layer dried, of course, and I keep working my way around. So you can see I'm basically repeating these steps and I'm moving pretty fast. I'm using a new paint I'd never used before called Fusion Mineral Paint, and it just dried really quickly, making the process easy. So I'm moving my way around, and earlier in the video I told you I kind of got lost in the middle in that pattern, but sure enough, once I painted the outside, it was super easy to finish off the interior pattern, and I'm sure next time when I do my second one, I'd probably be fine doing it all up front anyway. So I'm just coming around and finishing up those triangles, and this was a finished product, and the paint looks a little uneven, and I discovered with this mineral paint it's best to use a synthetic brush, and I know for next time, and it doesn't even matter because I'm going to distress it anyway. So I'm coming across with my pencil, I'm erasing all the pencil marks, and then I'm going to come through with an artist brush, and any little bleeds or any little touch-ups, I'm just going to take care of those right now. So I decided to let it sit overnight just for good measure, and I'm here the next day just distressing the heck out of it, getting rid of any final pencil marks I may have missed, and getting it ready for stain. So when I stained it, I didn't want a dramatic effect, so I took Early American. It's pretty light, and I just came over it and then I wiped it off as soon as I was done, and this is the finished product. Before the final reveal, I wanted to show you what products I used. I am not sponsored by this company. It's a small business I follow on Instagram, and I just had to try it for myself. So here's the final reveal. Thank you for following along on my first attempt at a barn quilt, mistakes and all. It was fun, and I'll definitely be doing more of these. Thank you.